let them know the Zoom has started. So I'll tell you a little bit about me, then we'll be ready to get started. So my name again is Coraline Chavez. I have been officially back for about a year. And I am so happy that Catrice Johnson reached out to me and said, you need to use the products and maybe you need to look at doing the business. It has been really, really exciting to hear how many people are benefiting from these products. So we were going to do our therapeutic rebroadcast, but we decided to do something different. So tonight, and it's because of a promotion that's upcoming. So tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing our ambassador. Mr. Jeff Ashby has been doing this for about 10 years, sharing health, right? Helping to create healthy bodies. That's what he's been doing. He has been to 49 of the 50 states. He has driven some places, he's flown some places, but he's been there. He's helped so many people get their bodies corrected, whatever issues they had, using a pretty phenomenal product. So if you're a guest on here tonight, please just sit back, enjoy the information. Jeff, you have two testimonies, and I have a person that I invited to also share their testimony, because their testimony is, I don't know if you've heard it, but it is pretty amazing what these products have done. So with that being said, Mr. Ashby, I am officially turning this call over to you.
Well, thank you, Coraline. Thank you for trusting me with the relationships of the people that are here, because ultimately that's all we have in this life, because we do business with people we know, we like, and we trust. And so I'm hoping that tonight we're hitting each one of those in a way that that you can tell that we care. And thank you for the opportunity of being here tonight. As we were discussing, there's just some timing things that are so awesome, where we've been affirming this as a May of miracles, or miracle making May, or there's just a lot of affirmations that have gone out, and you've actually acted upon some promptings and reached out to some of corporate, and what we have is a culmination of all of those things coming together and aligning just perfectly. And let me give you a perfect example of that. As I pull it up here onto the screen, this is one of Dr. Prasad's most recent articles. It says, discovery of alpha tocopherol succinate as a cancer treatment agent led to the development of methods to potentially improve the efficacy of cancer therapy. So when was this published? When was this discovery made and made public as it goes out there? Look at that. Right down there under published online, 3 February 23. So the 3rd of February this year. So we've got March, April, May. We're about 90 days as far as, is this recent research? Most definitely. Absolutely. And I want to point it out because Dr. Prasad has known these things. It's just the rest of the world hasn't. In fact, if you want to go and actually look up what that is, it's stated right out here on the side. It says vitamin E, alpha tocopherol succinate. So Dr. Prasad actually discovered there, vitamin E succinate. That's the shortened version of it. He discovered it more than 20 years ago. But now the world is just catching up to it, and he is still publishing articles on it. So pretty amazing when even in the disclaimer, and thank you, Coraline, for putting it there into the chat so that we are all protected. It's amazing. You can just imagine when Coraline and I realized this, when we found it out, and we owe Coraline she reached out to corporate to say, hey, what can we do for Memorial Day, and this is it. Pretty amazing when you look at that. Buy two, get one free, save $76.99. That's the exciting opportunity. Just a little bit more about it right here. I'm going to go to this one. It says Memorial Day is just around the corner, and we have an amazing deal to share with you. Get ready to experience the incredible benefits of CBD. Our natural supplement is specifically formulated to support a healthy inflammatory response, promote anxiety and stress relief, support pain relief, and enhance your sleep quality. Take advantage of our buy two and get one free Memorial Day sale and stock up on the power of CBD Boost. Our natural ingredients work together in perfect harmony to offer you a unique and powerful experience that boosts your overall well-being. Don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to unlock the full potential of your endocannabinoid system. Is just talk about the power of CBD. So what is it that we're talking about? It all has this foundation: daily nutrition to live your best life, world's most scientifically validated micronutrient supplements. There was a purpose behind it all being created. You can see that I have highlighted it right here. That's the paragraph that I always read. We move on to when was it created. Once again, it's highlighted right there for everybody to see. And who do we have? It's Dr. Kedar Prasad that is behind it all. This information is included in there, even as it relates to this CBD. In fact, inside this booklet, if you go back, and it's towards the back after the collagen, it's right here. The amazing benefits of CBD. Experience all of that. There's quite a bit of information if you were to just look through that portion. But people don't really want to know how it works. They just want to know if it works. So let's take a couple of minutes here. And first of all, hear from Freddie Ivory. And so here we go. And I'll be right back to share another testimonial video right after that. So here we go.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, I have. I've been, can you hear me good? Because I'm having trouble again with my internet out here.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. For years, I've suffered with anxiety and disorder, anxiety and depression disorder. I extended from my childhood, it seems, and got worse. But at some point in 1992, it got so bad that I was diagnosed, went to the doctor and was diagnosed with major depression at that time, because I was also suicidal. And of course, I've been on many medications for that. And I get a little better and then I get worse, get better and get worse. But of course, life happened. I think one of the things that really affected me, I lost a baby girl to cancer. And so I went through the radiation and chemotherapy and all of that with her. And then just things in life. So it just got progressively worse. And I had to be hospitalized several times because of it, because I was suicidal. And eventually, of course, I was taking therapy, but I got into an intensive therapy program. And with that one, I learned to manage my anxiety and depression, but they also changed my diagnosis to a bipolar 2. The difference between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 is that with bipolar 1, people have manics. They're up, they'll go low and then they'll go real high and real high. In my instance, I have bipolar 2. I go high seldom and I don't go real high, but I stay low. I go low and I will stay low. I have been in a low for as long as a year. That means I did not leave my house, did not leave my room for a year, no more than to, go to the kitchen and eat and go to the bathroom. So I'm saying all that to say that it was really bad. In September of 2022, my anxiety level was bad. Depression was bad. I had gone into a low. And then I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. Well, as you all know, or some of you may not know, that I was introduced to Dr. Prasad's products. And I started using the EMF, the methylated formula, Brain Boost, and Probiotic. And they helped tremendously with my heart issue. They also calmed my anxiety quite a bit. But then I knew from reading and also from the way that I was feeling that I had to be on the CBD. So I ordered the CBD and start using it. I feel a calmness now in my life that I haven't felt in years. I was the kind of person that I thought I was hot-tempered because I could go off like that on about something. Well, it turns out that it was anxiety, high anxiety levels. I didn't know how to manage my feelings. And I've changed from that since I've been using the products and introduced the CBD. I'm much calmer. I have had things to happen since I've been using the products that would have sent me into a rage or something. I don't know, whatever that is. Any of you out there that suffer from anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. This is no joke. It completely changes your life. Matter of fact, I can look at people and tell a lot of times those who suffer from anxiety and those who think they suffer from anxiety. It's a completely different thing. But taking the CBD has really made a change in my life. I want to thank Dr. Prasad for his formulas. They are amazing. I have been on, you name the medication, I've probably been on it. And I'm not on any medications now other than I'm not on any medications. Really, I'm not on any medications. I take Dr. Prasad's products and I take my CBD. And I just took a CBD because I was trying to prepare for this, to give this testimonial, right? And I start to shake. You know, I have tremors. It was so bad at one time that the food would just jump and I couldn't hardly hold my plate because it would jump. But I felt it. I knew it was going to happen but guess what? I told my husband, so here it is. I just swallowed a pill just before I turned this camera on. It is an amazing product. If you know of anybody that have anxiety, I'm not talking about just nervousness. I'm talking about something that takes over your life. And it has taken over my life for, I would imagine 50 years, really. Because there were times that I didn't know what it was. But I feel a calmness now. The only one thing left, and it's happening, I do go on those lows and I suffer from agoraphobia, which is sometimes connected with that, which means that I won't leave my house. So I haven't left my house for months, right? But I'm getting there. Well, I take that back. I did go maybe 2 times out. And the one time I went out, I had a car accident. Man, I went out that day and I tore up 2 cars, 3 cars, hit 3 cars. I didn't tell my, I hit 3 cars in one day. And I was like, where is my CBD, right? And it it helped calm me down. I didn't have a panic attack and I didn't come home and have to get in the bed and stay in the bed, cover my head up for days, people, for days. I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I sleep like normal people. I can't even tell you how that is. Like, it's like so wonderful. I take my green formula at night just before I lay on the bed, the original, before I lay my head down. I sleep nights. I used to didn't sleep nights. I'd sleep during the day, but it wasn't a restful sleep, but I didn't sleep nights. The thoughts in my head were just constant. I always tell people it's like somebody take a snow globe, shake it up, and that's the way it's in there. It never settles, but it's settled since I've been taking the CBD. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And thank you, Dr. Casal.
Freddie, thank you
Very
very
good.
much. We certainly
So she
appreciate
was, do you
your
know,
sharing.
Jonathan,
By the
how
way,
many dose? What
yeah,
kind of dose she was
Freddie,
taking?
how many CBD were you taking, Freddie?
At first, I was taking like 5 or 6 a day. You know, I mean, really, my anxiety was so
Right.
bad that
That's okay.
I wake up
I just-
taking them, and I do the
Right.
EMF the same way. I take it all day because I still have a nervous condition. I'm still
No.
privileged.
Well, that's okay. We
Yeah,
understand.
about
That's okay,
or 6
because these
times a day.
are non-toxic. So
And when I feel I need it, just like just now, you know, I'm like, give me my CBD and I pop it, right? So yeah, it's
That's okay.
wonderful. It's like a life that I feel like I never got a chance to live my life, you know.
this is very important.
because-
Quality of life is very
Right.
important.
Very good.
Yes, it is.
Good.
You know what? I'm going to post it here in the chat so that you can all go back and watch the whole presentation. But it almost just, wow, she'd never really been able to enjoy life. And, you know, imagine that, being just stuck in home, not leaving, not doing anything. And it was while she was having these experiences that Freddie went out and just spent some time on the phone and created a freedom business, $10,000 worth of volume when you're handicapped to that standpoint. It's just amazing. So, Corleen, you say you've got another testimony, and then I've got another one as well, as we talk about this incredible opportunity
Yes.
to really get some CBD in stock for each of us. So go ahead, Corleen.
Okay, I'd like to bring up Joan from Jamaica. Her testimony about CBD and how it has changed her life is, I mean, when you think of Freddie and you go, wow. And Joan has that same kind of testimony. So Joan, could you please come to the front of the call and share your testimony regarding the CBD product?
When you heard it, no, I'm super excited. For those of you who are seeing me, you can tell that I'm excited. Yes, because guess what? Miss Olive said, oh, there's life back in her body. There is life back in my body. Yes. And, you know, it is said, if we don't praise the Lord, the rocks are going to cry out. If we don't give credit to Dr. Prasad and the products will cry out. So here goes. Now, my journey or my engagement to engage micronutrients started on September 22, 2022. I would have gone to see my gynecologist on that day. And I did my pap smear. I reported a foul odor coming from my private area, and with a discharge. Anyways, he did a swab, and I should go back to see him sometime, you know, when he would have got the results back. However, that was the very day I got my package, and I started taking the products. But let me back up a little bit. When I would have come onto the calls and listened to the testimonies, there's one particular lady who came on, and when she came on and she was giving her testimony, I was like, oh, they must pay you for this. I mean, really? So quickly? How does this work? You know? Anyways, I would have done two surgeries on my left hand, carpal tunnel trigger finger. And I was having excruciating pain in this middle finger, even after the surgery. And I would wake up every night with excruciating pain, crying even, nobody to talk to because I live alone. And I noticed that I started taking it the Thursday night, and I noticed that on the Sunday night, the pain was, you know, less, and the other night it was less. And I, you know, reported to Kayla. And it just gradually went away. The swelling went, the redness went, the stiffness gradually just went. So I have my finger back. Anyways, let me just come quickly fast forward to another product, because I would have started with the Micro Daily EMF, the eye boost and the brain boost. Let me say something else. When I also noticed that the odor was not there, the discharge was not there. I have not yet got the results back, or I hadn't got it back at the time. By the time I got that prescription, I had no need for it, because everything was gone back to normal after about 3 doses, right, morning and evening. Nothing of the sort. So I still have that prescription, not filled. Don't need it. All right. Now in 2000, I was diagnosed clinically depressed. Yes. So for all those years leading up to 2021, I was on Valium, Xanax, amitriptyline, escitalopram, you name it, Dormicum, you name it, Paxil, Prozac, Zoloft. I know them intimately. I was addicted to the point that one of my girls, who was very close to me while I took the medication, she would say to me, "Mommy, you don't have to take, you can do without it tonight. Don't try not to take it." I said, "Laura, just give me the bottle. I just want to hold it. I just want to hold it." And I would hold that bottle and go to sleep. All right. Notwithstanding, by next morning, I would have to take something to calm me down, because I was having anxiety attack. I was having panic attacks. I was not sleeping well. So even though I mentioned sleep, it was probably like half an hour, 1 hour or so. So just imagine how I was the next day, caring for my children and caring for my parents. And I went on not living, but just merely getting by, existing. In 2021, well, I would have lost my dad, whom I cared for 7 years. So I now had the care of my mother from 2013 until last year, January, when she passed. 2021, at the heights of COVID, I just thought, okay, the Lord must be enough. I am going to depend on God. But of course, faith without works, you know, that's dead. So I was interested. I was taking teas, the chamomile, you name it. I tried everything, the hot milk with the honey and the nutmeg. I did all of that. And, you know, I'd have good rest some nights, the other nights, maybe not, and so forth. I heard about CBD. I'll talk about the other products some other time. But CBD, ladies and gentlemen, CBD, that's my best friend. My moods, I'm up, yes. I'm not getting anxious. I'm not panicking. I'm sleeping like a baby. I am dreaming. I am calm. When I was approached last night to be on this program, I never even flinched. Normally I'd be, oh boy, can I do this? Can I do this? No, I am calm. I am enjoying stability in terms of my emotions. And I give the credit to the product that I'm taking. Of course, God, yes, God. But of course, like I said before, faith without works, dead. So listen, I can say pretty much back to normal. I am living like a normal person. I am doing things. I'm not reserved about a lot of stuff. I mean, I feel good about myself, you know, and I am just feeling great. Great, right? I don't know that we have much time left, but at another time, I'll be more than willing to share what Micro Daily EMF has done for me, what the probiotic has done for me, what the collagen has done for me.
Thank you,
Thank
Jeff.
you.
All right, Jeff, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There was a lot stated there. Just thank you, Joan. I'm glad you got engaged to us.
Yes.
This is your family, and we're grateful that your body provided the testimony that we all just experienced and witnessed. It's powerful. Well, let me share this next one. It's also equally powerful, and then we'll talk about a couple other things here before we let you go tonight. Hear from. It's tough to sell out of an empty wagon. It's tough to share when you don't have something. I'm telling you, the CBD is in all of our first aid kits. It's that powerful. We've heard of individuals on their way to the hospital, the emergency room, having opened up and just dumped some CBD right underneath their tongue, and it alleviated the pain that they were experiencing right then. It's gotten them to calm down so that they could communicate to the doctor in regards to the accident that they were in. That and the hydro packs that you can just tear off, and you can just dump that right in like a pixie stick into your mouth, like a sweet tart powder. Those two things are in our first aid kits because you never know when you're going to need something like that. And with what's going on around us in the world, and so many people on the medications that Joan was talking about, that Freddie was talking about, what if they didn't have access to those? What if they couldn't get it? And you were there. You were there because you had taken advantage of this opportunity to stock up on some CBD. Well, let me share this next one. It's also equally powerful, and then we'll talk about a couple other things here before we let you go tonight. So use this video, send it out, and really arm yourself for the future with this incredible opportunity to get some CBD boost for yourself. So I'll just move the playhead, and then we'll pick it up. One moment.
And I've spent so many years.
Story, please.
Here is Sharon. Hi.
Hi, Dr. Basad and Jonathan. I wanted to say that, a lot of times people feel like, young people don't go through a lot, but I did. In my early 20s, I used to have severe pain, and I almost lost one of my two children, or they wanted to deliver her like 5 months early because I was in so much pain, but didn't know why I was in a lot of pain. And I was diagnosed with severe endometriosis. I had chronic pain day in, day out, and not natural bleeding that women go through. And I was also diagnosed with osteoarthritis. I had it really bad in my neck and my spine, and it crippled me. I was feeling like I've been electrocuted. Shocks just would go down my neck and back, and I couldn't move. And it would come out of nowhere at any given time, no matter where I was at. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I had those, oh my God, from head to toe, I was in pain. Rheumatoid arthritis. And I developed PTSD when I used to live in Houston, Texas. I was coming home one day from work, and like they got kidnapped, human trafficking. And from there, I developed what Freddie mentioned, agoraphobia, a fear or a form of anxiety. I didn't want to leave my home because I was afraid of that happening again. And I was placed on several different medications for anxiety, depression, insomnia, because I couldn't sleep. Like Freddie, just thoughts just running through my mind, fear, worries, day in and day out. And I just needed help. And I was telling my whole family, I have a large family, seven sisters and 5 brothers. And my brother Alex and the rest of my family was encouraging me to continue to pray and try to look for things. And they would be looking for things. And I never forgot the scripture that I read. In fact, I read it this morning. First John 5:14-15, it tells us if you ask Almighty God, whatever you ask him, he hears you. And if your prayers are in harmony with his will, he will answer you. And so I continued to pray and ask for help because I was in the bed all the time, constantly in a lot of pain and hurting. And I just didn't have quality of life. And I was young, and in my 20s on up until now, I had continued to hurt. And so finally, when my brother discovered Dr. Prasad's products, he told me about it. I got on them. And I tell you, they work. When I got on the CBD, because I read what it's for anxiety, it's for insomnia, pain, depression. And those are things that I had, and I needed that. And so when I got on them, that's what I felt gave me my life back, because even today, I haven't even taken none of my products, including my CBD. And wow. Normally when it rains, because it's been raining all here all day today, either the day before, I start hurting so bad, head to toe, but no pain. And it's raining outside, no pain. Oh my God, I just was so happy that wow. I'm not hurting head to toe. And I tell anybody, you know, these products are the real deal. They really work. And Dr. Prasad, I just wanted to tell you, that's the words to a song that say, if you say my eyes are beautiful, it's because I'm looking at you. The world is looking at you, Dr. Prasad, and you are beautiful to us. We thank you for all the products because they really, really help. I went through so much in my life, losing a lot of family members. I lost my husband, my parents, and 3 of my siblings, several of them due to cancer. And that took me for a loop. And I'll tell you one thing, being on the CBD and increasing it and all, it helped me because I've been driving since I was 15 years old. And I was not, the last 8-9 years, I haven't been able to go outside and get in my car and drive my own car. And just last week, I went to get in my car. My brother came and gave me a jump because I don't go many places. And he gave me a jump. He said, come on, let's go around the block. And normally if I drive out of, you know, the neighborhood I live in, that's when my anxiety come on. And it's so bad. It makes like I'm about to have a heart attack, and I go to shaking and sweating and going on. But I noticed that didn't happen. I drove out of my neighborhood, drove several blocks down the street, and I just tears just swelled up in my eyes because I realized that this CBD is really working for me, and I might get my life back and be able to drive and be independent. You don't know how it feels to be independent and be able to get in your car and go wherever you want to go and not have, you know, that hindrance, and to be able to get out your bed and want to be around people. I didn't want to be around people. I just wanted to stay in my house, perfectly happy staying in my house. But if I had to go anywhere, I had anxiety attack because of having to go outside of my house. But I noticed it's getting so much better, and I'm starting to have better quality of life. So I just wanted to thank you, Dr. Prasad, and I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I really think that this is a miracle. We've got so many people out there that are praying for answers and just don't have anywhere to go. And a combination of these incredible products, just the knowledge that they exist, seeing tonight these 3 ladies whose lives have completely changed. Try and put a price on that. That opportunity to really enjoy their life. Like Joan mentioned, she's just not existing any longer. She's enjoying life. Do you want to enjoy or just exist? And we've got it. I don't know what else I can add to tonight other than
Jeff?
Yes, go ahead. I do have another thought, but finish what you were going to do.
Okay, I was going to say, because we have quite a few guests, can you quickly go over the other products? What do you think?
Absolutely love to. We are seeing on the screen our entire suite of products. That CBD boost is just right up there front and center. But really, if you look, the microdaily EMF in the red label bottle is the radiation formula, or what we know it now as the enhanced version of the microdaily original. That's the green bottle over on the left-hand side. That was what originally went out to the military. It carries the 7 US patents. But as we look around that suite of products right now, it may seem a little overwhelming, but it's truly, it's not microdaily. And you can see 4 products up there that are listed as microdaily. You got the red bottle, the purple bottle, the green bottle, and then the gummies back there are children's formula. It's just select one of those, whichever one fits you the best. My wife and I use that EMF radiation defense, the red label bottle. That is our flagship product. That's the one that we sample out. That's the one that we use. We use the probiotic boost just to get our gut right, so that we are assimilating the products properly. The collagen daily, the tub of collagen back there, is unlike any other collagen that I have ever been exposed to. And when we're talking about recent information, 2020, there was research done on collagen, and Dr. Prasad was able to incorporate that. Once again, a patent pending formulation. No one has ever combined enzyme inhibitors with collagen that has hyaluronic acid and the correct types of collagen peptide. In fact, it's considered almost a complete protein. The only thing else that you're missing is something that is actually produced by your body in your own gut, if you have the right microorganisms in there. And so people that are looking for a good protein powder, that collagen is just top of the list. If you're doing the microdaily EMF, the probiotic, and the collagen, you've got a 1-2-3 punch that is unbeatable. You add to that the eye boost or the brain boost, depending upon where you need to focus. If you've got more inflammation or oxidation in those particular areas or a concern about it, certainly add that to your bundle. But what we're talking about tonight and have here for the last hour is that CBD boost. I just don't think it gets enough screen time. We don't talk about it enough. And after hearing the powerful testimonies that we have tonight, that CBD boost is definitely, like I said, part of all of our first aid kits. It's that powerful, and it's non-addictive. You've got all the benefits. It could take the place of every one of those psychotropic medications that Joan talked about. And in fact, these 3 ladies that we have just heard from are all stating that they are off of all of those pharmaceuticals that they were destined to be on for the rest of their lives, not really enjoying life, but just existing in life. So that's the products. And I just think we are at a perfect time and a perfect place